did last night. Killing Mickey.
Asshole. Where? Asshole. Knockout. Hadouken. Up.
You're doing them a favor, partner.
Yay. Headbutt. Knockout. Mike Tyson's knockout. Or
What's
punch
your
out.
name? Comrade Stalin. Very funny. We'll find out from your personal effects. Stuart Ackerman. You're under suspicion for murder, Ackerman. We're taking you downtown. You can't do anything more to me than what the Japanese have already done.
Oh, so he was in the war too. Okay, let's check out his home.
The Kremlin's
I
over
guess.
here, Phelps. Toss it and see what you find.
Okay, we found a purse.
Ackerman doesn't look like much of a dancer.
Huh. Looks like that was hers. Because that's where they went. She went, isn't it? The crystal ball thing. Him as a soldier.
Seems irrelevant.
Rope with blood. Oh, okay.
Looks familiar. Safe bet it'll match the mark under Teresa Terrelson's chin.
Okay. Got blood on a rope. Oh, I got a newspaper. Haven't seen one of these in a while.
Still working, Jack. I'm off to the Lighthouse Club in Santa Monica.
Hello, Jack.
Mr. Vincent, this is Courtney Sheldon. He's a buddy of mine from the war.
Well, I'm sure you two will want to polish some old war stories. Good evening, Jack. Mr. Sheldon.
Good night, sir.
Jack
I can see
Kelso.
Courtney. We need your help. Jack.
I told you I would have nothing to do with that.
To do with.
I'm fine too, Jack. Medical school's going well. I got a part-time job.
Do dope peddlers need part-time jobs?
We made a mistake and we're in trouble, Jack. A local gangster, Mickey Cohen, is putting on the squeeze.
So hand it over, walk away. What's stopping you?
We had a deal with them that they would dole it out slowly. They said they would supply abortion clinics and doctors. But they've been moving it on to addicts. And they can't cope with the purity.
So your problem is with gangsters being dishonest.
My problem is that people are dying. And that if this gets back to us, we'll all end up in jail.
As you do, normally.
So how am I supposed to help, Courtney? This isn't the war. I can't just wave a magic wand and clean up your mess.
We want you to negotiate, Jack.
The only thing these guys understand is force, Sheldon. They got to the top back east by proving to be more vicious than the English, the Irish, and the Dutch.
Yay!
They make their own laws. That's the nature of a secret society. I'd say, Courtney, you want to be a doctor. How can you fight with that?
We are better trained, Jack.
I didn't make it through the war to come back to this kind of shit, Sheldon.
Okay. Probably have to do something later on, I don't know. Okay, that's a first. It's loading while a paper is there. Okay. I else about here? I doubt there is. Shut up!
See him? Sarge Fisher. He worked that case with the lady. You can't do this!
Anything else down here? Doubt that.
Clown.
Get up.
Eggs running. Hey, fuck you.
Fuck you too.
Got a problem, pal?
Okay, go back to the car. Might as well. Nothing else to do down there. Back to the police station, I guess.
Plays the songs you want to hear.
Where
You can
is-
drive.
Where is, there it is. Hello.
The husband has an alibi, but no real motive other than neglect. Jessup's alibi checks out. Bates is a recidivist. He'll be pulling the same shtick until we put him away for good. Ackerman has history, opportunity, hard evidence. What motive?
We have the evidence. We know she was here. All we need is a confession and we can charge the bum with murder.
Okay. Back to the police station where we can kick the shit out of the hobo. Central Police Station, 1:49 p.m. It still looks like it's dark. It still looks like it's nighttime. Is that dark?
We're going this way.
I'm going to view one room.
I want to
See if there's
you
here
know
we go.
Ackerman, you were in the Marines. How do you know? The Corps selected big guys for flamethrower duty. That's how you got the burns.
Life expectancy was 5 minutes for a guy in flamethrower detail. What kind of a government puts weight like that on a man's shoulders?
You'll get no argument from me. It was a heavy load.
You feeling sorry for this smelly fuck?
Well, he wasn't in the Corps.
Why
or
did you
so.
kill Mrs. Terrellson?
I have no recollection of the people I have killed.
You hate
Got that right?
More than you could ever imagine.
How much did you hate Mrs. Terrellson?
I ache to put my seed in them. Afterwards, I have no use for that.
Okay.
A
That's
bus
nice.
driver dropped Mrs. Terrellson near your camp around 2 a.m. Why did you take her up to the hill?
Which hill? I have many places. I go where I please.
You are clearly insane, Ackerman. The state of California does not execute mental patients.
I don't know the names of the women I've killed, but I've killed many of them. Their necks are so fragile.
Ugh.
Stuart Ackerman, I am charging you with the murder of Teresa Terrellson.
Okay. Okay. Looks like he
A
did it.
man down on his luck I can abide. But a filthy red who chooses to live outside the rules of society I cannot stomach. Maybe poor Teresa Tarleton will provide the catalyst we need. I've spoken to the chief and the mayor, and I think it's time we send some men in to remove the godless and send them on their way over the county line. A grand day that will be, gentlemen. And a grand result you have brought me. You two are fast becoming my finest crusaders.
So we've got 12 clues found, 9 questions correct, 273 vehicle damage and 120 city damage, okay. Yay! heavy metal riff comes on. The studio secretary murder. Another drunk moron. Da 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 hey. Da 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 hey. Why the fuck is she in the trip? Woo!
Of course we will look into it. Yes, I'm aware that it's an election year. Keep a hold of your hat, Councillor. Now is not the time to lose your nerve. It would appear that someone has hocked a rose gold wedding ring and matching engagement ring. Sound familiar?
Deirdre Muller.
Press the pawnbroker and see what you can find out. The address is 348 South Main Street.
Okay.
The Muller case goes before the grand jury next week, and the DA does not want any egg on his face. Then get out to the railroad depot on Santa Fe Avenue. We have another poor unfortunate found this morning beside a railroad line. 40-year-old white woman.
Right, Skipper.
Okay.
Boys get any on the side? Another body and Deirdre Muller's ring. The Emperor may soon have to come to terms with the fact that he's wearing no clothes.
Exactly, did you get that book of riddles shoved up your ass? Is that what your old man paid college tuition for?
You're behind the wheel.
And where exactly are we going?
Pawn shop.
Got a stakeout down on 7th Street.
What the fuck I say? Hurry your ass up, prick.
You've got to admit, this is looking hot.
Anyone could pawn a ring.
If you take it along with all of the other indicators.
Cole, Hugo Moeller was identified by the school's groundkeeper. He's our guy.
Witnesses have fingered the wrong guy before.
He ran, for God's sakes.
And he always maintained he was set up.
Okay, okay. Blue Room Jazz Club. Pawn shop 10:17 a.m. Yeah. Yeah.